Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rabya and welcome to my first fall video. I am so excited for this season. Fall is where I thrive, which is really weird because my name translates to like spring or blossom in Arabic, and I don't think I'm a spring at all. I really do think I'm an autumn girl. Anyways, today we're going to be going from 0 to 100 fall vibes, and all using basically brand new makeup products. So I am using all new products, like for the most part, except for like I think my brows and my lip liner. Everything else is new to me, and I'm kind of mixed about how I feel about this makeup look. Let me know how you feel about it. And I did enjoy using brand new makeup and like playing with it and getting to use it on camera. It's always fun for me to like experience makeup and like talk about it. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that. And if you guys would like to see how I created this makeup look, just keep on watching. Okay, so we're starting off with something that's a little bit new to me too. This is the Pixi Detoxify Eye Depuffing Eye Patches, and it just comes in this little container and it has a whole bunch of little patches. I think it comes with 30 pairs. Now I'm going to go in to prime my face, and for that I'm going to be using the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. This is new to me. It's not really new so much more in the community, but it is new to me, and it is a nice hydrating mask that I heard you can also use as a primer or a mask, or even just put it on overnight and it leaves your skin super hydrated. So I'm just going to smooth this all over my skin. It smells really nice. It's going on pretty thick, and on the packaging reminds me of L'Occitane hand cream packaging, but it smells really nice. Okay, so next for a brand new foundation. I'm actually really excited to use this because it is a Desi Perkins recommendation. The only reason I picked it up, it is the Pat McGrath Labs foundation, and I picked it up in the shade medium 17. It comes in a nice glass bottle for packaging, and it looks really elevated. Okay, so blending it out with my hands left it pretty streaky, and it was pretty uncomfortable for me. I know that this is a backstage foundation, and a lot of people have been saying that they like how it looks if you blend it out with your hands, and then she did release it with a brush. That's why I want to blend it in with a brush. Okay, so it does leave the skin looking like skin. It doesn't have a lot of coverage, like I can still see some redness peeking through, but I do like that it looks like skin. The whole coverage thing is up to you if you like full coverage. Right now I know it is trending towards a little bit more of like medium and to like limited coverage, but I do think that this foundation is buildable, so I'm just gonna add like a little bit more. So a new concealer I picked up is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer, and I picked it up in the shade beige, and again this was another recommendation from Desi Perkins. I'm just going to work this underneath of my eyes. This is pretty sheer. I can already feel, and it feels very liquidy. To blend this, I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender. Just blend this into place. Again, I'm like super obsessed with how like Desi Perkins' skin looks, so that's why I have been just like trying to like pick up stuff that she recommends or she likes using, just because again I just want that finish in makeup. And I feel like this Pat McGrath foundation I'm gonna have to like learn to love. It's not what I'm used to. I love like a super full coverage makeup look, or I just don't wear makeup. This is a kind of like a nice in between where it's like, is it your skin or is it not? And this concealer also is just very light coverage for me. Like I just feel like I have too much darkness under my eyes. So I'm gonna see if it's a little more buildable and just go in with like a second layer. I feel like this might be a good like highlighting concealer maybe if you just need like to highlight your face, like you're blessed with like nice under eyes, but I have really dark circles, so I feel like if I don't cover them well, like anything pulls a little bit yellow. So that's why I'm like really particular about like the concealer that I do use. But the only reason I did want to try something a little lighter is because again my under eyes have been creping a lot lately with just being dehydrated. So that's why I wanted to see if I liked something lighter. I'm just gonna keep trying it out, but this is like super light coverage. So the next product is in no way, shape, or form new, but it's just one that I did buy. It's the Hourglass setting powder, and I bought it, but I didn't really like it on my skin, but I did want to give it another shot because I've been into like that skin looking like skin look, so I'm just going to kind of powder it onto my face and see. Okay, so the next product is one that I purchased because of a Desi Perkins video, but on the recommendation of Sir John, and it is this MAC like contour kit, and I literally only purchased it for this taupe shade because when he was doing Desi Perkins makeup, he said that this color, I believe this one's taupe. I think this one's taupe. Like, I think that he said that this is just like a really good universal shade and that people, like makeup artists, use it on a lot of different people. So I wanted to give it a shot for myself, and I do remember like Jaclyn Hill loved this shade, which is Accentuate. So I wanted to try that out. So first I'm just gonna go in with the brush and hit these like lighter tones, kind of give myself a mix of three, because this is meant for like fair to medium skin, and I feel like I'm a true medium because like fair to medium doesn't really suit me that great, and medium deep doesn't suit me that great, so I just look like I'm like a real medium. I'm just going to go into taupe right here. I'm going to hit that everywhere that I would naturally contour. I am surprised that showing up on my skin. I didn't think it would. So I just like to like contour or whatever, like the sides of my cheeks so that I look like I have like a prominent cheekbone. And then I'd like to just hit it on the sides of my face as well, just to make my forehead look not so big. I have a whole contour video that I'll link right here and also in the description box below. If you do have any questions, I go over cream and powder, contour, highlight, and all of that. So check that out if you have any more questions. But I'm still just going in with taupe all around my face, just because I want to see how this just performs. I feel like it shows up really well. For blush, I don't really have a new blush. I don't experiment a lot with blushes. I usually buy like blush palettes. This is a NARS blush palette. This is the Narcissist. It doesn't unfiltered one. I don't even know if it's available anymore, but it is one of my favorite palettes for fall just because of these tones right here. I'm just gonna dip into this middle tone and this tone up here. This I believe is Out There and Chic. I don't know if these are even available like individually, because I really love like both of these blushes together. NARS makes some of my favorite blushes. Like, I just think that they're so pigmented. They show up on my skin tone and they feel like really nice going on, and they like blend pretty easily too. And I'm still into that heavy blushed look, as you can tell. Okay, so next, it's also not a new product, but it is new to me. It is the Natasha Denona Neutrals Viva palette. I am borrowing this from my mom because I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, can I please use this? I mean, I'm saying I asked, but she didn't have a choice. So I'm just gonna go into this palette and kind of start creating a look, because I am actually going to go in with an eyeshadow topper that's brand new to me too. So anyways, I'm going to first go into this shade right here. It's called Freckles, and I'm going to go in with this Burlesque ME3 brush. It's one of my favorites because it's so like flimsy, so I feel like it's a really good to put on like your transition shade, because it just like does a really good job blending it and keeping it soft and like pretty diffused, because again, there's just no, it like bends so easily. And wow, this was really pigmented. I feel like it's like really a lot even darker than I was anticipating. So I was just working this in windshield wiper motions, like back and forth. A little is going a long way, like just one dip into the palette, and I feel like I'm covering a lot of the lid space. I run it along my lower lash line. I do like to just connect it back to the top and kind of start creating like a little bit of a flick. Now I'm going to go in with the Sigma E25 blending brush. I'm just going to dip it into this shade right here, Cocoa. And I'm going to start just working this like right underneath where we apply that first freckle shade. And I'm just going to round out a little bit of my eye just to like define the socket. There is a lot of like kickback from the palette. But it's okay. I don't mind that because usually, again, it means like that it is a really pigmented palette. But these mattes are super buttery and they're blending into one another so nice. I mean, I know that they're both just like brown tones, but still they're blending really nice. Like honestly, mattes are one of my favorite like shadows to work with. I think they're the most fun, and I prefer super matte smoky eyes, and then if I feel like something, I will just pop on a little bit of a glitter topper, which is what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to go in with a topper, but I want to try out her shimmer, so I'm going to go into this shade right here called Shine with my finger and just press it onto my lid. This literally feels like butter. I did purchase a new Stila liquid eyeshadow. It's in the shade Bronzed Belle. I purchased this because of Kathleen Lights' recommendation. I'm just gonna pop this right on top of where we put down that Shine shade. This is a little bit more bronzy than what I put down, but it's really pretty still. These Stila eyeshadows are so pretty because they're like so easy to put on, and then they shine and glitter so nicely like when it hits like the light. And these are like the only like liquid glittery things that I've used that don't burn my eyes. Like the NYX ones burn my eyes so bad. So I'm just gonna wait for this to dry down and then go over like and blend a little bit more. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna go in and highlight. So for highlight, I'm also going into something that is new to me. I don't really know if it's still new anymore, but it is the Marc Jacobs Omega Glaze highlighter in the shade 79 Guilty. I'm just gonna hit this on the high points of my face. Okay guys, so it has been a little bit, you saw me last time, just because what happened is my camera stopped recording because I ran out of storage on my SD card, so it took a little bit to get everything out. And so I've been having this makeup on for about 20 minutes now, and I know it looks a little different, but everything is sinking into the skin a lot better now, so we're just gonna move on. I'm not sure if I told you, but when I noticed that the camera shut off, I was applying mascara, and I did purchase a new mascara. The one I am using is the Marc Jacobs, this is their Velvet Noir mascara. Okay, and then for the lipstick, again, it's not a new lipstick formula to me, but it is a new shade. So I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty lipstick. This is in the shade Anniversary. This is actually really nude for me. And if you like super nude lips, I feel like this would work great. But I'm just going to go over it a little bit more with the Kat Von D Hawkins lip liner. It's just a little bit of a deeper, like, nudie pink brown. Okay, you guys, and that completes this makeup look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing me use some of these newer products to me, and I hope that it helps you make some purchasing decisions. Just to do a really quick overview, like this Pat McGrath foundation, I do really like it sitting really nicely on my skin. I feel like it's a great, I don't want to say everyday foundation because that's expensive, but it is nice because I just feel like it looks like skin. So when I feel like you're trying to go for that more not so done up look, it's really great. But I do think that there are drugstore alternatives, and I mean, I don't know if like the ingredients are the same or anything, but I feel like I get a pretty similar finish with a little bit more coverage from my L'Oreal True Infallible Fresh Wear foundation, and there's like $50 difference between these two, I think. But I do like this. If you do have that money to spend, I do think it might be worth checking out, and you can always get a sample of it at Sephora. For sure, I do need to retry this Becca concealer because right now it's not doing it. And it sucks because I feel like when my base isn't complete or like to my liking, the whole makeup look doesn't look good to me, because like right now I just feel like I'm not done, you know, or like it's not, something's not cohesive, and I feel like it's because of like my under eyes are just like so gray. I don't know if it's translating as gray as it is in person on camera, but like you can really see that blue tone from my dark circles like shining through this concealer again. But it's such an expensive like concealer. Like this is like just as up there with the Huda Beauty concealers, but at least with the Huda Beauty you need to use a little bit It goes a long way. It's super full coverage. Like I would say like, oh, if you already concealed your under eyes with something that matches your skin tone and go over it with this, it'll probably be really nice to highlight. But this is like $32, so I don't know if it's like worth that price tag. I feel like this is a palette you will get use out of because it's neutral tones. They're super pigmented, super brown girl friendly. Like I feel like I got so much like pigment from like these lighter tones right here. Like this is pretty light, but it showed up like a beautiful transition color on my lid. And this was a beautiful and buttery. The shimmers were beautiful. The shimmer was beautiful to work with. And yeah, like I really enjoyed how that transition, like creating my crease, like I really enjoyed that process. The Stila Liquid Glow eyeshadows, these are like a cult favorite, and they're a cult favorite for a reason. They are beautiful. They're so easy to work with. They really amplify a look with like such minimal effort. And yeah, like I don't know if like I would say like this is such a necessary color, but if you do like a little bit more glitz and glam and you find it's a little bit hard to do in your day-to-day routine, I think something like this is great because again, I feel like super glamorous, I feel like super glittery, but I don't feel like I couldn't wear this on a day-to-day basis. Like this could be like the everyday glam girls like holy grail like eyeshadow because it's so easy to use and it adds so much impact and it's such a wearable color. So I did really enjoy this MAC contour palette. I'm going to use it a little bit more. Again, maybe I shouldn't have purchased a whole palette just for one shade, and I think this is taupe right here. I really probably shouldn't have done that because like these like highlighting shades did not work for me. I mean, my under eyes are super like creasy and crepey, and I think it's because I probably powdered it too much because the concealer, although I didn't do a good job of concealing, it is a hydrating concealer, so I'm sure that that's not what caused the crepiness. It's probably is like this powder was too much for my under eye. So I'm going to play around with this a little bit more, but first impression is that they're very powdery, but the taupe shade is really good. Like that's all I use to like structure my face, and I feel like it looks really good. Like I'm so surprised at how much it shows up on my skin tone because I feel like it almost like, I don't know, I did not think it would show up at all. So I'm really pleasantly surprised about that. And I think that's it. Oh, and the lipstick. Huda Beauty lipsticks feel beautiful on the lips. Like if you find a good shade, like you will love it. Like even her nudes, like it's a matte lipstick, but it feels so comfortable on your lips. Like it just feels like a film of color that just like will stay there, and it doesn't like, it's not too dry, it's not too slick, it's not anything. Like it's a beautiful matte finish, and it's just you have to find a good color. And I really do like how nude this is on my skin tone. Like with this, with like a really smoky look where I just want to like have the eyes be like the show of like my makeup look, like this would be a great lipstick on my skin tone. Again, it's Anniversary by Huda Beauty. And yeah, I really hope that that was all really helpful. If you do have a way of making one of these products work and you've noticed that I might not have been using it to the best of its potential, leave it down in the comments below and I'll try to reuse it. If you have any other products that you would like to see me use, or if you have any other video suggestions, you can always leave it down in the comments below or on my Instagram. It is @RabyaBeauty, and follow me on Instagram as well, okay guys? And yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!